Well, good morning once again to all you wonderful YouTubers. Hey, this is the Virginia Bushcrafter, picking up from where I left off a few days ago in the same location. But I want to thank all you guys for coming to my channel, coming to spend some time with me. As always, I hope you enjoyed this adventure just as much as I do. But guys, what I'm going to do today, again, I came out last week just to practice some things, and today I hope to do them much more efficient. Again, my channel is all about bushcrafting, prepping, and survival skills in the wilderness. So last week I did cut some logs and so forth, but you know, that was one of the weekends where things are just somewhat discombobulated. And I remember watching another YouTuber, and she was saying the same thing, but it just goes to show you that Mother Nature dictates. However, I am going to be making a tippy tarp again. And this time I'm going to be spending a night in it. So I've thought about it. I've made some improvements. So guys, I'm going to bring you along step by step on how I construct this tippy tarp. Really easy. But again, one of the things is I'm starting off with the tarp folded in half. Not very neat, but it is folded in half. And the first thing that I'm going to do is put up my ridge line. So I'm going to bring you along when I put up my ridge line. Again, the tarp just spread out halfway. All right, guys, the very first thing is to put up the ridge line. I'm going to start off with a timber hitch. So again, it's just bringing the working end underneath the standing end. We're going to make 7 loops. So let's go with the loops. 6 and 7. And we want to make sure that the timber hitch is secure against the bark of the tree. As you can see, that's not going anywhere. And the next thing will be the trucker hitch on the other end. So let's head down to the other tree. All right, guys, so I'm at the other end of the tree. At the other tree, just going to make a trucker's hitch. I'm sure that you guys can see me. Again, we're just going to take this line somewhat twisted, make a loop. We're going to pinch the standing line. And we've made a loop. Just a loop. And I'm going to take the working end, going to put it through the loop twice. And just pull it. I'll go to this side so that make sure this is at the height that I want it. And there we have the trucker's hitch. So we have a timber hitch at one end and a trucker's knot at the other end. Now, one thing I forgot to tell you guys is very important to make sure that you have the first tie out. You have the ridge line going through the first tie out. Okay, from there, we're going to go to the rear. No, we're actually going to, we're going to go to the rear. No, we're going to go to the front and guide out the first 2 tie outs on the front. All right, what I've done is I've taken the left side of the shelter and I've already staked that down right here. Let me show you what I did. stake it down. Well, let me do the second one. You can see I'm going to do exactly what I did to the first one. Let's see. Okay, you're going to make sure that it is beyond the ridge line. And I can tell you now, this is going to need adjusting. So I'm not going to put that in all the way. I'm going to go to the rear and start on the rear. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with the rear. I'm going to come to the third tie out, and stake it down. Okay, as you can see, that is in line with the center. The center tie out, the second tie out, the third tie out. And it's not staked all the way down as of yet. And there's a reason. So now I'm going to do another portion of the rear, and I'll come back and show you the full part. All right, guys, so as you can see, again, the center tie out to the third tie out on this side, and I was immediately to the right. I'm going to stake this down. It is not fully staked down as of yet because there is going to be some adjustment. And I'm going to stake down this portion. So this is what it's starting to look like. I'm going to go ahead and tighten it up and come back and give a full explanation. Hey guys, so I have gone ahead and completed the Tipi tarp shelter. So I'm going to go over it again in full detail. It's always challenging, but it's done. So again, I started out with the ridge line. I used a timber hitch. I ran the ridge line through the middle tie out to the other tree, and I made a trucker's notch. I then pulled the left opening and the right opening beyond the ridge line to give me a point. Now mind you that the tarp has been folded into half. I came to the rear, to the middle. I staked the center tie out, the left tie out, and the same thing to the right tie out. And then I put a stake just to secure it, which is not really necessary. And I guess this is second tie out from the front. And I did the same thing on the other end. And then what I did to give me more room, I pulled out the center tie out, used a trekking pole and secured it with a trucker's hitch on this small limb. So that's it in a nutshell. I'll show you the inside. It is not as high as I would like, but there is plenty room on the inside. I can fully stretch out. Bedroll. And I'll have a nice little fire right there. And I'll be comfortable for the night. So guys, this is again, of course it has, you see the floor, but this is why I say again, just got to come out and practice, and sometimes it requires you to do things more than once. So that's what I did. Now my next task is to start gathering more wood, and I'm going to need another log at least this size. So that is my next task. Tipi tarp with a floor. Hey guys, I'm going to saw one more large log, which will give me 4. And then I'm going to bulk up a lot of smaller branches, maybe not as large as this, well, smaller branches, and just concentrate on firewood for tonight. So what I've done this time is brace this with one of the logs. As you can see, it's braced. So that should help it or prevent this log from binding. So let me get started. Let's see if you can. Yeah, this is braced with another log, so I'm glad it's only one piece of this log that I need today. Okay, that's the last log that size I will need today. This is going to be, I may end up using one for a chopping block, I'm not sure, but I know I wanted at least 3 of these. Alright guys, time for me to continue prepping for tonight. Hey guys, I'm going to saw one more piece of this log. I've just completed one, but I want to show you the method that I use to keep the log from pinching the saw. I could use an undercut, as Corley is a guy who watched a lot of my videos suggested, but I don't think I'll have to do it this time. Let me show you how I have it braced. Brace right here. So I'm going to cut right in here. I just did one of these, so this is going to be my second one for the day, which will give me a total of 5 of these. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop, move the stump to the other side. Alright guys, so you can just see I moved the stump over to the other side, which will not allow any binding. And this is a workout for the second one for today. Okay. That was a task. So, with a total of 5 of these logs, I think I'm good for the night, but I'm still going to get some smaller pieces. All right, guys, I'll bring you along with me. Well, welcome back, guys. I am just taking a much needed break. I've been gathering, harvesting wood, and I think I'm going to take a much needed break. Maybe a nap for about an hour. But I also dug out my fire pit, and this is just a reminder. It lets me know, again, when you're out here by yourself and you're preparing for a night, I think that's why part of my challenge says prepping. Because you really have to prep for a night. You spend the day prepping for the night. Again, putting up a shelter, harvesting wood. Let me show you the wood I've gotten so far. I dug out a fire pit, and you can see here are 3 of the large logs, and here is a lot of wood. I mean, there are 1, 2, 3, 5 large pieces. I mean, I think this is sufficient for the night. Of course, you know, I can bulk a lot of this up, but I also can put it over the fire and let it burn and break. And here is more wood over here, smaller wood, that's really going to get the fire going. And just some kindling right here, which I'm going to get more. But yeah, this has been some tough work, just gathering all of this wood, because the last thing you want to do is run out of fuel or run out of wood at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I am going to ensure that does not happen, because I am going to get even more wood. So again, this is just showing you some of the stuff I've gotten so far. And again, I think this is wide long enough for my fire pit right here. So I'm away from that tree, and I'm away from this tree. So, but yeah, guys, so that's what I'm doing. Again, I'm going to take me a little break. I'm definitely going to have something to eat before it gets dark, because I don't want to be trying to cook it late at night. And you know, I want to have the small amount of dishes that I have those cleaned and just ready to relax at night. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you what I've been doing. And of course, the majority of this work has been done with that saw, and I did have to actually chop something with this, and I'm also going to use this for splitting some wood. So but I will be back with you before I do that. Well, guys, here is the fire pit with a fire lay. I just made some feather sticks that I'm going to use to make my fire. But I want to show you the wood that I've gotten. And you let me know in the comments if you think this is sufficient wood for one night. I guess I'll find out about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. But these are large logs here. So guys, this has been a lot of work. I'm really feeling that maybe I should go and get more wood. I don't know. I still have I guess about 3 hours of daylight. So I'm pretty sure I will. And this bag is filled with kindling. So guys, this is where the relaxation comes in. When you've been out here just basically since about 8 o'clock and putting up a tarp shelter, harvesting wood, pulling it back, sawing it, it's tiring, but it's rewarding. But this is part of bushcrafting. I mean, you can put up the shelter, or you can make your own debris shelter out of Mother Nature, out of all of this, leaves, wood. You can make your own shelter, but that's going to be in the future. I have done that before, but yeah, guys, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go get maybe just one more pile of wood, and then I'm going to come back and make a fire. Starting right here. Hey guys, well, I think it's time for me to start my fire, and I'm using a new tool today, or some new equipment. This is a fire starter. This particular tool has a bar of magnesium, and it also has a ferrocerium rod. So the magnesium will act as my tinder, and this will throw the sparks. Now the bonus thing about this tool, this handle is all fatwood. So if I wanted to use this as tinder, I could do that. And another bonus is the paracord. This paracord can be used as tinder as well, because it has 7 strands in it, and you can actually use paracord as tinder. So I'm going to scrape off a good amount, maybe a quarter size of magnesium onto a leaf. I'm going to strike the ferrocerium rod, and then I'm going to use some fatwood that I just harvested, as well as some feather sticks that I made. More feather sticks. Small little feather stick. And here's another feather stick. So, and I made the feather sticks just to practice. I don't know if I showed you this one as well. So, let me show you. This is all of the fatwood that I harvest. So I'm going to be using this to start the fire. So I'm going to put you guys in focus, and we're going to get started. Okay, I'm going to scrape off the magnesium. Let me put you in focus so that you can see this. And I'm going to scrape it onto a leaf. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. It really comes off easy. Okay, I'm going to scrape off a good size of this, and then I'm going to bring you. All right, guys, this is the very first time that I have used this this fire starter. Very first time. So I'm going to strike. I'm going to show you the magnesium, and I have some fatwood ready because I understand the magnesium goes up really quick. So let me put you in focus. Okay, so here we go. I have fatwood. Okay, again, that's magnesium. I'm going to use the ferrocerium rod now. There it goes. See how fast it goes up? Okay. Yeah, you got to have your tinder ready. So this is fat wood that I harvest. These are the feather sticks. And fat wood is on its way. All right, guys, so again, this fire is started by harvesting fat wood and using magnesium shavings, the ferrocerium rod through the spark. This became the tinder. And I also had feather sticks that I use as tinder, as well as fat wood. So this fire is going, and it will go out when I put it out. All right, guys, so I'm going to let this build up, and it's going to be time to make me a fancy meal. Fire, wood is such a great resource. I mean, you can't come into the bush without utilizing the resources of wood. It's fun harvesting the wood. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. So that's what I've been doing today. Basically, just to I'm going to make a fire, keep it going all night, and just kind of take it easy. So I'll be back with you in a few minutes. Hey guys, I don't know if you can see this, but I just wanted to show you on this piece of wood, you actually can see the resins bubbling out of the wood. Right in here, you can actually see the resin. Again, all of this is fat wood. And I don't have a need for it, so I will be taking it home with me. But fat wood is a great resource. All right, guys, I'll be back when I get some coals and I'm ready to make a meal. As you can see, fat wood puts out a lot of black smoke, but right now you're seeing some blue smoke, which says some of the wood is wet. And I can really feel the heat. It's going to be nice and warm today. I think it's going to go down in the 30s, but I'm well prepared. All right, guys, I'll see you in a few. Hey guys, I had to come and get in my shelter. I'm maybe 3-4 feet away from the fire, and it was a little too warm, but I know tonight I'm going to need that heat. But you can see the fire now. I mean, isn't that, I mean, Mother Nature just provides you with all of that nice fat wood, all of that pine. Yes, I put in some labor's effort to get this wood, and again, I mean, massive amount of wood. I know I have enough wood for all night. But hey guys, this is the enjoyment. I have not been able to actually do an overnighter since November 2023. So this is my first overnighter since then. It's just me in the bush now. So I'm, like I said, I'm going to wait for this to create some coals, which I see the coals already. I'm going to put something on to eat, and I'll be back with you. But I just wanted to show you this beautiful fire. Bushcrafting at its finest. Hey guys, one thing the bush does, it burns, you burn calories and you become very hungry. So I want to show you what's on the menu for this evening. Good old vegetables. Cabbage, broccoli, carrots, onions, garlic, red peppers, yellow peppers, celery, and something else, I'm not sure. Of course, I think I said onions, but I'm gonna put this over the fire. I'm going to boil some ramen noodles, mix them together, and that's going to be my meal for the night. But you have to eat out here, that is for sure. I'm just waiting for the fire to go down a little more, and then I'm going to put this on, and I'll see you guys when I do. And the meal is on. Water is boiling for the ramen noodles, and the vegetables are simmering. It's going to be a good meal, guys. I will bring you back. Well, I am just waiting on the ramen noodles now. Should be about 3 or 4 minutes. I just put a green stick over it. I took the top off and put a green stick on it just to keep it from boiling over. So in about 3 or 4 minutes, I should be eating my meal. All right, guys, finally the meal is done. I could have put more vegetables in here. I don't know why I didn't. I do have more. Hey, it'll take care of a hungry man. So let's see how it tastes. I'm willing to say good. Anything in the bush after you do a lot of work is G-O-O-D. And I'm right. It's hitting the spot. I needed this. I've just been eating on, let's see, what was I eating on? Welch's fruit snacks. And there was something else I was eating on with Gatorade. But, I mean, that'll sustain you while you're going back and forth sawing, pulling wood and so forth. But you need that dinner. At least I do. Oh, my drink for dinner. That's right. VA, spicy hot. I love these things. So delicious. V8 spicy hot. even though it's really not hot at all. Or I'm just used to hot food. I am from San Antonio, Texas. We like everything spicy. Oh wow. I have some dessert somewhere around here. Some chocolate thing or I picked up on the way here. I just threw my first log on the fire. Yeah, some nice coals at the bottom there. Man, that fat wood really did take off. Yeah, these vegetables, much needed. When I'm sleeping in my teepee tarp, I won't be that far away from the fire. But I noticed when I went away from it just a few minutes ago, I could tell a difference in the weather change, but what can you expect? It's October. I didn't even bring a coat, but I brought layers of clothing. But being this close to the fire, I won't need it tonight. As a matter of fact, I'm one of those guys that if I harvest a lot of wood and process it, I want to see it burn. So I sleep intermittently. Yeah, I don't do the big fancy meals like I've seen a lot of other people do, bring the steaks and the eggs, and I'm just satisfied with some vegetables and whatever. But I do have another pack of ramen noodles, and I have more vegetables because I know this is just not enough. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this out and put on the second helping. See you in a few. Well guys, it is nice and toasty. I am full. I just threw a humongous log on the fire. I'm not gonna turn my torch on until, I don't think it's, well, it's dark. Oh, it's very dark. But I'm just here enjoying the bush. Yeah, guys, I haven't done this since November 23, and I think I'm well overdue. But yeah, guys, every time I come out into the bush, I'm finding something new. Again, I put my tarp up slightly different than I did last week, but I had to go back and watch it over and over. But you know, if I could improve it, I would lift it a little more. But hey, it's fine. I'm going to sleep. Let's see. I'm going to sleep well in here tonight. So yeah, so I'm just taking it easy, enjoying the task of bushcrafting. Wow, this fire really feels good. When you step away from it, you can definitely tell that the temperature drops. But I'm so close to the fire, maybe 4 feet away from the fire, so I'll get some good radiant heat tonight. But yeah, I just threw another log on there. And the thing about it, where I am, there's just so much fat wood, you know, a lot of fat wood. And that fat wood burns really hot. It really burns hot. So yeah, I won't have any problems with that. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna chill out. I'm gonna rest. I'm full, and I'll probably make me some chocolate in a few more hours and just take it easy. So I'll see you guys on the next session. This is what wood produces: energy. Wood is a great utility. Hey guys, well, I'm still here just enjoying myself. It's about 9:53 Eastern Standard Time. So I've eaten, gotten some rest, did some sleeping, talked to some few people, but as you can see, the fire is still going strong. This is part of prepping, ensuring that you have enough wood for the night. Now, the temperatures were high today, maybe up to maybe 70, but all of a sudden it just got cold. But as I've said before, and I know you guys can't see me really well, as long as you have wood, you can make a fire and you're going to be warm. So guys, I just wanted to come back here real quick, show you the fire. I still have plenty of wood. So I'm going to see you on my I don't know if my next rest or my next get up or whatever, but I will see you shortly. Well guys, I am out here still just enjoying the fire. I guess there's no place you really can go at 12:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time other than just building the fire, enjoying the heat that almost feels like an oven, but you step away from the fire and you know the temperature has dropped. But that's the fire that I just restoked, and it's a warm one. And I still have a lot of fuel, a lot of wood left, but I'm gonna try to burn it all before I leave. I will see. But guys, this is just part of bushcrafting, coming out here enjoying Mother Nature. I do have lights on. I do have lights, so it's all good. Yeah guys, I just wanted to come on here and show you the fire that I restoked, and I'll see you at my next interval. Well guys, I just restoked the fire again. It does take some work to keep the fire at this level, but this goes to show you the prepping that's involved. Days work of collecting wood and processing the wood, knowing how to make a sustainable fire. So this is an example of a sustainable fire. Again, I just woke up at 2:43 a.m. just to throw some more logs on the fire. I am in my shelter, approximately maybe 10 feet, maybe 8 feet from the fire, and I can still feel the warmth. All right guys, I'll see you on my the next time I get up to stoke the fire. Again, this is in the inside of my shelter. Overlook the red eyes, but hey, it's fun. See you guys shortly. Well, not shortly, but hour or so. Just stoked the fire again at 3:35 a.m. I can definitely still feel the heat. A nice sustainable fire. Well, this is the fire at 5 a.m. As you can see, it is still going strong. I have used my very last large log, but that is sufficient for another 2 hours. So I'll get back with you in about 2 hours. And the temperature has dropped. It's about 40 degrees now. Not bad. I think it's expecting to go as low as 38, but not bad. As long as you have a fire, you're in good shape. The last stoke of the day at 5:42 a.m. That's good for at least until 7 o'clock. See you then. The remainder of the fire. Hey, good morning, everyone. Well, as you can tell, it's another day and it's a bit frosty, but it's survivable. I did in fact use all of the wood. As you can see, that pile is gone. And that is the work of prepping. It's a lot of energy, it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of success. But the fire kept me warm all night. I think the temperature went down to maybe 39, which is really not cold here. But to be out here in the morning time, it is quite chilly. And thank goodness for the remainder of this fire. So it's been really enjoyable, guys, and I encourage everyone, if you're a bushcrafter, prepper, camper, just like the wilderness, you got to come out into the bush and practice. And the smoke is really bothering me right now. But yeah, guys, it's been fun. I'm going to pack up out of here. I'm going to show you the area before I leave. But I'm really surprised that I used all 5 of those large logs. I didn't think I would, but I ended up doing so. And the tarp slept well. The teepee shelter, it slept well. I just got up to restoke the fire many times because I choose to have a fire all night. So no matter how much wood you have, you still have to get up and stoke the fire. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up, and I'll see you before I get out of here. All right, guys. Hey, thank you for joining me. I'm headed out. It's been an enjoyable 24 hours. I got the opportunity to practice the teepee tarp shelter. I got the opportunity to practice harvesting and processing wood for an extended period of time. I got the opportunity to use a new combustion tool that I have not used before. I was able to make a successful fire and have a fire that substantial fire that lasted overnight. And guys, these are the things that is suggested that you practice in the bush. If you are really into bushcrafting, this is the skill that I think is necessary. However, there are other ways of staying warm all night. I just chose this method because I was in the tarp and I wanted to practice sustaining a fire overnight, which means when you are by yourself, you will be getting up several times to restoke the fire, and it doesn't matter how much wood you have. So guys, I'm headed out. It's been fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And as always, like father and son, mother and daughter, human in nature, we're all akin in some form or fashion. Get out in the bush and have some fun. Stay safe, everyone, and thanks for joining me. The Virginia Bushcrafter.